I'm suggesting that the entire universe is infused with consciousness. First of all, every star has a note, an electromagnetic signal it sends out, its signature, if you like. So you've got 100 billion plus stars in the Milky Way, all sending out their signals, their note. The Milky Way has one coherent signal that it sends out, as does every other galaxy. So it's just the same thing repeated on a different scale. But they have also found the links between galaxies, the magnetic portals that connect one galaxy to another, because they can spot them, or the effect of them at a distance. They're invisible fields, obviously. So my supposition is that the whole galaxy is connected. I mean, all the stars are connected by these portals. And the same way, every neuron in our brain might have 100 or 1,000 other connections to other neurons. And how those interact and create thought and manage the body is still way beyond our understanding. I mean, they're all sending electromagnetic signals out constantly. We tend to think that solar flares and coronal mass ejections are all just like, we pass wind on undigested food, just these random occurrences on the sun. Now they have got satellites on all sides of the sun, and they have found now that the coronal filaments, the solar flares, coronal mass ejections, they're all, and sunspots, they're all coordinated. They're not just random, they're all on all sides of the sun. They're connected, that activity is synchronized somehow. And we just dismiss it as random emanations, but who knows what messages, what's going on. I mean, it's massive displays of energy, and perhaps it's a purpose, perhaps it's not accidental. When we do stuff like that, there's always a purpose to it. Aside from finding that it's 16 of the 21 allowed active ingredients in sunscreen, this is just very recently, they've come out and said they're all dubious, they all could be harmful, and they're not quite sure why they're approved. But they've also done studies, Sweden and America, on the benefits, scientific studies, and one in Sweden was 20 years with 19,528 women. They charted them, and there was ones who avoided the sun and ones who got as much sun as they could. So the ones who avoided the sun, twice as many of them died during the 20-year period as the ones who took the sunshine. And then they found out all these other diseases, degenerative diseases, that were markedly less active in people who took the sunshine in. I think the most important thing is recognizing our total connection with the world. The sun is a huge part of that, because there wouldn't be a world without the sun. So that's a major point in it. But also just recognizing that we're sharing this world with all the other beings and elements on it, whether it's the mountains or the trees or other people and animals. And getting away from that imprint in our culture that was laid down in Genesis, that God put all this here specifically for humanity in this giant universe, that it was all done just for us to view as our infinite store cupboard and infinite garbage pit. And that's very much came with the Abrahamic religions. People used to go out and worship the trees and have ceremonies in Greece and respect animals and give blessings when they killed an animal and ate it, and not just sort of slaughtered them in slaughterhouses. there used to be that connection with the world. And that connection, I believe, is going to make us much more able to behave in a way that will sustain all of this, rather than just this endless growth that we're supposed to have, more things, more stuff, where we've got everything we need in this world, and we don't need to destroy it in order to enjoy it. It's the greatest oxymoron on the planet.